Okay, let's move forward. The consent agenda. This is a public portion for the consent agenda items. They are Resolution 2023 R100 through 2023 R105. Is there any member of the public that would like to address any of those items? Seeing none, a motion to close the public portion.
So made. Second.
All those in favor?
Do-
Okay.
Hold on. Does anyone have anything they want to say?
No, they already said no.
The consent
We didn't
agenda.
say it. We're looking at the paperwork to see if it's time for us to stand up and speak. You're just buzzing through things.
We'll let you know, Andrew, when it's time for you
You'll
guys
let
to
us
speak.
know?
Definitely. Well, if you look at the agenda,
We don't have a paper for it.
There's no
That's what
agenda
I'm
over there?
saying. They're looking at it, the people that do have it.
This is just the agenda items, not the
Just the-
public portion for comments.
It's a public portion for the
Consent agenda.
right, consent agenda only.
For the resolutions that are on the,
All right, so let me go back to that. Is there any member of the public that would like to address any of the consent agenda items? Seeing none, I have a motion to close the consent agenda portion.
So made. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, consent agenda number 2023-R100 through resolution number 23-R105. I have a motion to move the consent agenda.
Approved, yes. So
Already
made.
did that.
Second.
Did you get that there?
Yes.
Okay.
Who said that now?
Are there any comments on the consent agenda?
Do we have a motion in second? I can't hear.
Yeah, there was.
Okay, thank you. I think it was Claire.
I
Claire
made the
was-
motion and Claire seconded.
Thank you.
Terry got it, yeah. Are there any comments on the consent agenda? Seeing none, have a roll call, please, Terry.
Ms. Nunes?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Approved?
Mrs. Volpe?
Yes.
Mr. Wiest?
Approved.
Mayor Kaufman?
Yes. Approval of the expenditure lists. Susan?
thank you. Current fund bill list, $1,727,290.54. Utility fund bill list, $66,679.97. Capital fund bill list, $842. Trust fund is $14,165.74, and our grant fund bill list is $15,448.43. I have reviewed the above bill list as submitted and recommend payment when funds are available.
A motion to approve the expenditure list.
Second?
Comments? Roll call, please, Terry.
Ms. Nunes?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Approved?
Mrs. Volpe?
Yes.
Mr. Wiest?
Approved.
Mayor Kaufman?
Yes. Now, public portion. Is there any member of the public that would like to address council, please come forward, state your name and address for the record.
My name is Andrew Simon. My address is 17 Overbrook Avenue in Maple Shade. So it's my understanding that you are pressing forward with the fire administrator, or whatever you want to call it, for this town. Is that a correct statement? Yes or no answer?
There is
It's a
currently...
yes. I'm not asking you.
Well,
I'm
that's-
asking these five. It's a
She's
yes
the
or
one
no.
that's going to answer the question for her.
Why is she answering the question? What?
She's our township manager, Andrew.
You run the township and you run the meetings. If you're allowing her to do it, that's a problem to me. I'm asking you five what's going on. You should know what's going on.
It can be a problem to you all you'd like. She's going to answer your question, or you're not going to get an answer.
Well, is that how that works? Okay. Yous are driving all the nails into your coffins, whether you think so or not. And let me just tell you, this township has nothing but time on its side. And everything that yous do in this point moving forward in the past can be changed. Just like she's doing it, it can be redone. It can be dismantled. Yous all need to think about what you're doing. And I'm going to make a statement here, and yous all need to think about it. The attorney included, because I can't believe you're allowing them to draft things like this, knowing Title 40 and knowing how this township is set up. However, with her decision to talk you five into shutting down the fire department and all the chaos that has ensued over that point in time, our grids still are not in place because the state's involved in it. And the state, in their infinite wisdom, has taken it upon themselves to lessen the grids that were initially put on there by us to Fox Meadow. And me as a chief and as a professional, right now, I will say to all of you, you 6-7 are accountable in some shape or form for the death of those 2 children, whether you think so or not. Because our initial response had been taken down because the state got involved in it, and it was all due to her bringing the state in here, her making a decision, and you deciding to shut the fire department down. So you need to think about that before you go doing it. I sat in this room and extended an olive branch to every 5 of you about coming up here and trying to straighten all this out. And you know what I got from you? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. She came into town. There wasn't one problem in this town until she showed up. She's driven a wedge between us. You could sit there and laugh all you want, Nelson. We're going to show you what leadership's all about by the people of this town. If you think Joe Dugan and Joe Andel are going to help you with your elections this time around, you're sadly mistaken. You all need to think about what you're doing, what you're costing this town. That woman doesn't even live in this town. She makes decisions, goes home, and could care less about this town because she doesn't live here. It doesn't directly affect her. But yous do live here, and her decisions are affecting you. And if you're buying into everything without going and talking to the experts, the people like us that have been around this whole time, then I feel sorry for you. Because I guarantee you wouldn't be doing this to the police department without going and talking to them. And I resent the fact that you got Bill Kramer in this building making decisions and working with him behind my back. So I'm not asking you to speak. You can say whatever you want.
You will not sit here and yell at me.
You've been going down my back since the beginning.
Andrew.
You say everything that you want to say. It's propaganda, and you haven't put your money where your mouth is. And I'm also telling you right now, we were denied to buy a fit test machine for our safety, the number 1 priority that the state wants us to have, and it's a law. I'm telling you in public, I'm buying it.
Okay.
I'm purchasing it,
But
and
you were
I don't
not
care
denied.
what you said.
I asked if you had anybody trained to work it, and the answer
We
from
don't
Alec
need
was...
anyone trained. It's a self-contained unit, and if we buy it,
Then
make
your
sure
deputy
that we
chief,
will have it trained.
Mayor.
You want to make excuses and say things that have nothing to do with
Andrew,
it. No, I'm not
I
talking
asked
to
your
you.
deputy
We're done.
chief...
I am not talking to
Susan,
you.
right.
please, no
I'm
more.
talking to you.
Thank you, Andrew.
You just need to think about what I said.
Thank you.
You
Is there anyone else,
disgrace
member of
this
the,
township.
is there anybody else, a member of the public that would like to address council at this time?
I think I said everything I needed to say. You just need to think about what I said.
Thank you, Andrew. Sit down, please.
Don't tell me what to do, Chuck.
Is there anyone else, a member of the public, that would like to address the council at this time? Seeing none, I have a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Staff and professional comments. Councilman Weiss.
You have me at a loss.
I'm sorry.
The only thing I wanted to talk about was Tuesday night's event in the gazebo park.
We can't hear you. Louder, please.
Sure can.
Just bring the microphone closer, it's all right.
Just bring it closer.
Just bring it closer.
Tuesday night's event at the gazebo park was outstanding. It was a nice crowd. It was, fortunately for that night and this weekend, we've had wonderful weather. No Saturday rain. And that's all I have, Chuck.
Thank you, Nelson. Councilman Nunes. Councilwoman Nunes.
I just wanted to say my condolences to the Rady family on the passing of John, New York John, Commander-in-Chief at the VFW. He will be sorely missed. They did have a wonderful tribute to him at the Memorial Day service, and it was very heartfelt. And I thank the VFW for inviting the public back and reaching out. So we had a very, nice time together, but reflecting on the loss on Memorial Day. So that's all I have to say. Please be careful. June's coming. The kids will be getting out of school. Just make sure you be careful.
Thank you. Councilwoman Volpe.
Yes, I'd also like to say condolences to the Rady family for the passing of John. He certainly contributed a lot to our town, our country. He will sorely be missed. And also the Memorial Day ceremony was really beautiful. All the people that were up there, all the wreaths that were placed, the number of members who had passed, the number of members who served in the armed forces that passed this year was really long, and very sorry, for all the families' losses for that. It's a nice day to go up there and just remember what that holiday is about, and thank them for everything that they did. Thank you.
Deputy Minister Smith?
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to echo all my constituents about all the events, and also to the Rady family. I've known Karen and John, more Karen, a long time, and it's going to be a tough hole for her to fill. So beyond that, I have nothing, sir.
Thank you. Just let me echo that. New York John, as everybody knew him as New York John. They had a nice tribute to him at the Memorial Day ceremony, and it was nice to do that. In addition, also there was a nice tribute to former police chief Ed Veneer, who also passed a couple months ago. They were both recognized as veterans who had passed. So I had the opportunity to address the crowd there. It was a very nice crowd. It was probably 40, 50 people there, and it was really nice. We had an opportunity to hear what was going on, because we did prevent traffic on Main Street for that portion, so everybody was able to hear what was happening. So it was a very nice day. Terry, anything?
No, sir, thank you.
Counselor?
Nothing, thank you, Mayor.
Okay. If not, then we'll move on to old business operations. Susan?
Great, thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to again thank council for this meeting that should have been Thursday evening, for changing it to tonight. I was able to celebrate my son's wedding out there in Colorado, so I do appreciate you obliging to that request. Just a reminder to our residents who have not yet gotten their dogs licensed, we are giving everyone until the end of June without penalty of a late fee to get their pets licensed as it is required by law. Our notification that went out has proven to be successful. We have a lot of people that said that they didn't realize that they had to. Our numbers are up. In fact, that said even helped with 2 cases we've had recently with lost pets. They said they happened to lose their pet. It was the first year they got them licensed. We were able to have our animal control pull up the list right away, and they were able to get those pets home. So last Tuesday, as Councilman Weiss said, the Recreation Department held the first concert in the park for the summer. I understood, too, that it was very well attended. Our next concert in the park is scheduled for June 15th. We're working with the engineers and with Flow, an EV charging company, to work on our EV charging stations grant. A first quote was received for the equipment, and we're looking to install 3 charging stations here in town. We'll have 1 here in the municipal building lot, and then 2 in the municipal parking lot off Brubaker as well. On Monday, May 22nd, I was able to meet with county representatives to discuss Maple Shade becoming a film-ready community. This designation, once all the requirements are met and our application is submitted, will place Maple Shade on a list with the New Jersey Motion Picture and Television Commission. So film crews, directors interested in filming television, miniseries, movies, or feature films can easily see the resources our town has, potentially bringing them here to film. The designation not only boosts our state economy, but it'll boost our local economy as well. So that was very exciting. Starting next week, I can report that our construction office will now be offering inspections 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday. As part of our shared service in that department, we've been able to work out a schedule with the inspectors that allows us to expand the inspection hours to 4 days a week at no additional cost. Monday and Wednesdays inspections will be scheduled between 2 and 5 p.m., and Tuesdays and Thursdays inspections will stay from 7 to 10 a.m., giving residents the options of obviously afternoon or early morning to work around their work schedules. We've also been applying for grant funding for roadway work to hopefully include East Front, Fork Landing to Stiles, as well as North Coles from Lansing to Park, which is the second phase of that. We've done the NJDOT grants for that. I've been following up with our former engineer on last year's Collins and Coles roadway project. Unfortunately, that follow-up has been slow. However, we are working directly with the contractor now as well to make necessary repairs and complete the punch list. And lastly, Thursday, I'm going to be meeting with our engineer and the architect to discuss the municipal building renovations that are going to allow us to reconfigure our space here a little bit and give us the added room that we're going to need. As you know, we've been growing and with our files and whatnot as well, and then we do need office space, so that'll happen on Thursday. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Susan. Engineers report.
Sure. So the 2023 local recreation infrastructure grant was awarded. The town was awarded $100,000 for the improvements to Collins Lane Park, for lighting, safety,